Hello, this is a simple guide to help you obtain consumer financing for a project, home improvement, membership, or potentially debt consolidation. Not everyone will be approved for all financing. However, we have teamed up with several lenders who work with all types of credit and income sources. We see much higher approval rates when consumers are able to shop for a program without having to have a hard credit inquiry so they can make an educated decision. Now, there are some rules for the consumer financing program. Rule number one, be a U.S. citizen and over the age of 18. Rule number two, you do need a personal checking account. If you have a business checking account, that is perfectly fine, especially when it comes to proving income. However, most of the lenders, not all of them, most of them would like the payment to be withdrawn out of a personal checking account if you are approved for a loan. You do need to have, number three, you do need to have a government ID, state ID, driver's license, or passport. Number four, be able and ready to prove income via regular deposits or W-2 income. If you are self-employed and you have 1099 income like an Uber driver, or if you are retired and you have retirement income, Social Security or pensions, regular deposits going into your checking account, that is also acceptable. Number five, you do need to sign the agreement and the fee agreement. And by the way, this is only if you are approved. JB Holtz LLC does work with different companies. For example, HVAC companies, we help some of their clients get financing. This is a cost to offer this to businesses and small businesses, and this consumer program does have a cost to be involved. So we do have a small fee, but again, this is only if you're approved. And number six, know that you are responsible as a borrower and obligated to your obligations of the repayment of this loan to the lender. Once this goes through our portal, it really has nothing to do with our company. It's between you and the lender. The fee agreement looks something like this. It will be sent to you in an electronic signature form. It's very easy to fill out. Just print your name in a couple spots, your address, and your signature and date. Very simple. Then it comes to us and our company signs it. Here is the basic criteria. Number one, you can finance all the way down to a 550 FICO score or credit score. If you're down to a 550 credit score, it can be a little difficult, but it can be done. Remember, your credit will not be pulled if you are pre-qualified. However, if you are approved and you choose a specific lender to move forward with, the lender will do a hard credit inquiry right before funding. They do this because often clients or other consumers may be doing this with multiple lenders at the same time, and they want to make sure you're qualified off the information that you shared with them. During the process, it often helps to bring more than what they're asking for to the table. If they're asking for one bank statement, maybe send them three. If they're asking for one pay stub, send them two. They want to approve you, but they also want everything to be accurate. The lender that you're working with most of the time will be contacting you with a separate email with a contact number. You call that number up and see what you can do to help speed the process up or answer any questions. That definitely helps. Make sure your information is correct. Sometimes a typo out there will just throw everything off. So just go through, make sure everything's correct. Here's a tip. If you don't have regular income and you have a hard time maybe proving income because you're a self-employed, it helps sometimes to start with a minimum of $1,000 because that's the smallest loan amount. If you are approved for that, then it's going to open up, the algorithm will open up the gates for other loans you may be approved for. So I've been telling a lot of people, if you're looking for loans less than $10,000, start out with the minimum of 1,000. Doesn't really matter what your credit is or anything. Start right there and see what they say. If you get approval on 1,000, there might be some options that they'll bring to your attention that are much more than $1,000. The page and the link looks just like this. Very simple. Fill out your name, your phone number, and your email address. This next page, it will ask you what your credit score is. This person thought their credit score was between 660 and 719, and they are requesting that $2,500 amount. This is the point where I told you where maybe you should only put 1,000 in if you're on the lower spectrum of credit and your income is up and down every month. This next page just asks for your date of birth, your education level, and your social security number. Very secure, but they do need this information to move forward. You do need to put an actual real address in there, and they do check it to make sure it matches with your ID and also matches with that it is an address that actually exists. So I blocked out this person's address so you can. On this page, you need to put in your income and fill out any other questions they may have. One of the top mistakes that we see people make is they put their monthly income in this area instead of their annual income. Most lenders aren't going to approve most people off just their monthly income, so be sure you put your annual income in on this page. Okay, that's it. It's very simple. If you have any questions, reach out to the business or the person who sent you this recording, and if I can help in any way, I'll try my best. Thank you and have a wonderful day.